Hello everyone, welcome to the code SAP. So today we are discuss this Leetcode problem, reduce array size to half. So first of all, we see what the problem statement is given. So here it is given that when given an array ARR, and then we have to choose a set of integer and remove all the occurrence of this integer in the array, and then return the minimum size of set so that at least half of the integer of the array are removed. It means what it is told that when given an array, okay, ARR, and then we have to choose a set of integer like 3 7 or any. We have to choose a set of integer, and then after removing all the occurrence of this element from this given array, the size of the new array become less than and equal to the half of the original size array. It means if that array size is 10, then whatever the new array we got after removing all the occurrence of this element, this set element from this given array, whatever the new array we got, that size become like 5 4 3 2 1 and 0, but not more than 5, because its size is 10. So the new array size, or what the size of the new array is possible, like 5 4 3 2 1 and 0. That basically here it want to say that like at least half of the integer of the array are removed, at least half of its size are removed. We have to choose the minimum set of integer in such a way that such that this set should be also minimum, and the size of that array is also reduced at least half. Like more than half is okay, but at least half. So now we see what the logic we just use for the implementation of this problem. So now here it is, like when given this array, okay, only array is given, yeah, and I just write down its implementable code in the right hand side so that it become more understandable. Okay, so here this array is given. So you just see what logic we use here for the implementation of this problem is that we just use map data structure here for the solution of this problem. We just use map data structure. Okay, here we use, as you can see, that unordered map. Unordered map, as you know that like map has the quality, if any number is repeated like many times, then it return the count of that number. It means that number is repeated how many times. Due to that feature here, I am using map data structure. Okay, because here you can see that the number is repeated, so with the help of the map, I am able to find out that that particular number is repeated how many times. So due to that, I just use the unordered map. Okay, so and for the many reason we can use map, but here I am using for that purpose. Okay, so that is the unordered map int mp. Okay, mp. So you can see that here what logic we are trying to implement is that you just see that here we just run one for loop for I is equals to 0 to I is less than array dot size and I plus plus, and the map of array of I become plus plus. It means what basically it told that like this array is given, so we just use map data structure for storing the counting, for storing the like repetition, or for storing the repetition of counting of particular number. Like 3 is repeated how many times. So for I is equals to 0, 0 is less than array dot size, yes. So here we come, and then map of array of 0. Array of 0 means 3. It means map of 3 plus plus. And as you know that by default, like the at the every second place in the map, it is stored 0. Okay, so like here it become that map of 3 now become plus plus. It means now it become 1. Okay, as by default it is 0, so now it become 1. Okay, okay, again it become I plus plus I is equals to 1. 1 is less than array dot size, yeah, condition is true. Now map of array of 1, array of 1 is 3. It means map of 3, it means this this the same this value now incremented. Now it means it become 2. So in the same way, like I become plus 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 plus, and the like the counting of or the occurrence of every number is counted in the map. So basically it become like map of 3. Map of 3 become what? 4. Okay, because you know that it is it is represented in the form of the key value pair. Okay, so like this is the key, this is the value. We can say that at this is the like the I can say the general structure of that the map. Or basically also it is like that because here the type is int, like both key and value both are the int. Okay, so that's why map of 3 now become 4. And similarly like 5 become how many times? You see the counting of 5, it comes the 3 times. So like okay, 5 3. And similarly like 2 or 2 occurrence how many times? 2 occurrence 2 times. Okay, so like 2 2. And in the same way like a 7 occurrence how many times? It occur 1 time. So 7 comma 1. So basically after executing this for loop, like basically this is formed. Okay, like now we have obtained the repetition of the number. Like any particular number is repeated how many times, that is stored in the map. Okay, so now what we do that we just take one D vector temp. Okay, and we just push all the second element, it means all the value of the map in this in the temp temp vector. Okay, like temp is the 1D vector. Okay, so temp is 1D vector, this is 1D vector. And like we just push all the value of the map into this temp. Like see, for auto x is empty and we just push all the value into the this temp vector. So like the 4 is pushes sorry here it is 4 is pushes, then 3, then 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 2 is pushes, and then 1 is pushes. It means in one in one D vector temp we just store that every repetition of the number we just store in the 1D vector temp. It means 4 indicate that any number is repeated 4 times, 3 is indicate that any number is repeated 3 times. It means repetition value of any particular number we just store into the this 1D vector temp. Okay, repetition is basically stored here. So now this is a store. Now after that we just sort this 1D vector, we just sort like we just sort in the reverse order. It means not in ascending order, that is by default sorting. By it means by default if we sort any vector, that it is sorted in the ascending order, but here we just sorted in the descending order. That's why I just use here not temp dot begin but temp dot r begin and temp dot r end, so that it is sorted in the descending order. Okay, here you can see that this is already in the descending order. Okay, 4 3 2 1, this is already in the descending order. So after sorting also the temp value is that only. Okay, and then what we have to do that we have to find out see we have to find out the new array such that the size of this new array is become less than and equal to size of the original array by 2. uh, okay, we have to obtain the new array in such a way. And for that what we have to do that we have to find out the minimum set such that after removing all the occurrence of that element that present in this set from this array, the whatever the new array we obtain, that the size become less than and equal to the original size array by 2. So that's why, due to that reason, I just sorted it. It is in the descending order, so that you see here, like if let you see that what is the size of this original array? that we just store into the t is equals to array dot size by t by 2. Okay, then array dot size is 10 and 10 by 2 is 5. It means the size of the new array is just at is like the at most 5, like 5 4 3 2 1 and 0, but at most 5 we cannot take we cannot take the more than 5 value. Okay, because you can see that this condition is given. So this is the thing we have to implement here. So you see, if if here is 5, like at the instead of 4 it is 5, then what you thought after seeing that? What the points come in our mind is that like any number is repeated 5 times. Okay, this shows that any number is repeated 5 times. It means if any number is repeated 5 times, if we remove that number, then only we just get the required new array. Okay, so it means that after removing that element only, we just get the required answer. It means like how many element we just removed? One, so answer is 1. Okay, that's why I just sorted in the descending order, so that what is the greater value that comes in the starting index. Okay, so now you just see that you can see that. Yeah, so now you can see that like 4 is 4 like is 4 is greater than equals to 5. Like you see that is 4 is greater than equals to 5? No. So and what is this? This is the like one value. So that's why I just in the starting I just take the count variable. Count is 0, and like the for the every element I just increment the count value. Okay, so here we do that, like 4 is not greater than equal to 5, then we just add 4 and 3 7. Is 7 is is 7 is greater than equals to 5? Yes, that is the true. It means it shows that like any number is repeated 4 times and any number is repeated 3 times. If we remove these two number from this given array, then we get the required new array and the required answer. It means the answer is 2. Okay, so that's why that's the logic is work behind, and we just sorted it in the descending order, as I have already told. Okay, let's suppose if the sum of two number is also not greater than equal to 5, then we just add 3, and then we just check that is after adding these three number it is greater than equal to 5. Yeah, and if it is, then the answer become 3. So that's why and the same logic I just write down here. Count is 0, and for I is equals to 0, I is less than temp dot size I plus plus, and the uh, mm, count plus plus sum is equals to sum of temp of I, and the sum value is starting is 0. And if sum is greater than equal to 5, it means whatever the sum value we got is greater than equal to t, greater than equal to 5, then we got the required answer and the return c, because c c is what basically done here. C is the count variable, that is basically count the length of the element, like how many element we just taken from this temp variable for getting the required answer, and at last we have to return this count variable. So this is the thing. This is very simple logic. So and like it's like the very simple logic, and you can see that is the time complexity is also very less, that like only for loop is running from 0 to array dot size, and everywhere maximum one for loop is here. So like whatever the size of the temp, that is the only the time complexity of this problem. So it is very effective in the time and the space as well, and very easy solution also. Like only we just use one temp data structure, and then the second element of that map, it means repetition of the element, we just store in one vector, and then we sorted that vector in the descending order, and then we just see that after adding how many element, we just get the required answer, that our sum become the less than equal to less than sorry, not less than, greater than equal to t, and then return the c. So that is the answer. I hope you understand the logic. If you have any problem and if you face any doubt, then you can put any doubt in the comment box. I try to solve that thing. So we just come here now. now on this problem, Leetcode problem, reduce array size to the half. So the whatever the logic I just explain you, that's only I just write down here. This is like one unordered map of only for the counting purpose, and then we just push in the temp vector, we just sorted, and then we just see after summing how many after sum how many element from this temp vector, we just get the our sum is greater than equal to t, and then return c, and that return, and that then that c return the minimum set of size. Okay, because we have to keep that point and also mind that the size of the set should be minimum, so that whenever we feel that our sum is greater than equal to t, at that point only we return the c. After that we no need to increment our c plus plus. Okay, so you can see that as I have already submitted, but again I do that. Yeah, that is the accepted. And so this is the code. I hope you understand this logic and you people find this video helpful, and if it is, please like and subscribe my channel. And okay, thank you, see you in the next video.